Good afternoon, world, from Intramuros, Metro Manila. This is our first time returning here in 8 years. It's been ages. Kind of feels weird to be stepping back into this place, the old Spanish Quarter. It's a very beautiful part of Metro Manila. We are starting our journey today from La Cathedral Cafe. Story and Phwah Phwah are upstairs at the moment, just chilling out because it's a hot day, and we are just walking down to the street to have a little look at the surrounding area before we get a coffee at the cafe and then do a bit more exploring of the area. How does it feel to be back here?
Yeah, good.
Do you remember it well?
Not really. I remember bits of it.
So if you don't know who we are, we're a British family that moved to Siargao Island here in the Philippines 3 years ago. It's a beautiful place to live, but we're visiting the city because my mum has just arrived in the country. So we've gone and intercepted her at the airport, and we're doing some touring around before taking her back to the island. We have actually been to Intramuros about 8 years ago, as we mentioned before, with your dad.
My dad, yeah, and his wife, Lola Luz.
Who also lives in the country as well.
He does, yes. My dad retired here over a year ago now and lives just outside of Manila. Our last visit to Intramuros when we were in the Philippines about 8 years ago, it was actually Jay and I's last holiday together before we had our daughter, who is now 6.5 years old and is with us today. So it's her first time exploring this area of Manila as well.
So you can immediately tell that Intramuros has a very different styling to the rest of Manila. Obviously it's got a European influence because it is the Spanish Quarter. You may also know, if you've been following our videos, that we used to live in Portugal, so we have a European link, and obviously we're British, so there's that. It's always interesting to see different influences appearing in different countries, especially as far out as the Philippines. We have a mission today to see if we can do a bit of a nostalgia tour, find some of the places that we visited with your dad 8 years ago, see if they're still there. I have no clue where those places are. I seem to remember going to some kind of gift shop, and then when you got to the other side of it, there was a little Italian restaurant there. I'm having little flashback moments where I think I remember where I am, and then I just don't. 8 years is a long time to be trying to remember the streets that you walked down. But maybe we're discovering some new things now. Actually, I remember this, Sash, this yellow building. Yeah, I remember this. This was actually in one of our previous vlogs. I'm second guessing myself now, maybe not. One thing I do remember from our previous vlog here was your dad was feeling really uncomfortable, wasn't he?
Yes, just walking the streets and things. He was very, very
alert.
Yeah.
Super on guard the whole time. He wasn't really enjoying himself because of that. I feel like your dad is a much more relaxed person now that he's fully retired to the Philippines. What do you think?
Oh yeah, for sure.
If he came back here now, do you reckon he would enjoy it more?
Yes, I think so. I don't think he's come back either the whole time, so maybe after watching this video he might return.
So we're back at the Cathedral Cafe. They've got an upstairs terrace which is obviously out in the sun but has a great view, and then they've got a downstairs section here which is air conditioned, so you've got a choice. You probably saw from the first shot of this vlog this epic view that you see when you get to the top of the stairs. It's quite iconic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. That's why we're here.
Yeah, exactly. Plenty of photo opportunities up here, away from the street level. It's higher up, so you get to see the cathedral top without the power lines going over it. Well, the drinks have arrived. Here's my espresso. Give that a go.
Jay has wandered over here to drink his espresso. Look how fancy you look.
I know, I made a point of it. It's a very European thing to do. To sip an espresso by like a cathedral kind of square, like a town square.
Yeah.
Exactly like this, you do that in Europe. It feels very much like that. So
yeah.
if you're looking for that kind of European style Instagram hit.
Some nice pictures here, yeah, with the
exactly.
cathedral behind you. It looks good.
Actually, the espresso is pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I actually got an iced Americano because it is quite hot today.
It's very hot.
And I wanted a cooler drink.
Yeah.
But the mug has a nice, you know, very Instagrammable, isn't it? There you go.
This was a nice start to our Intramuros tour. Heading back downstairs now. About 3 flights of steps. We're just taking it slow so that Phwah can enjoy the walk. Sasha's guiding us. We're on a pizza hunt for Story, aren't we?
Yeah.
Story wants a bit of pizza.
So let's go straight and then it should take us directly there.
We've been there, haven't we? We've been inside that cathedral. I remember that clearly.
Yeah. Alright, heading straight.
These cobblestone streets, very European. Reminds me of our time in Portugal. Do you remember when Story was a little baby and she had the balance to walk on all of these stones when she was a little baby?
She was very good. She was. Oh, that's lovely.
That's a special Phwah Phwah flower, isn't it?
Still got a beautiful scent.
Story always thinks of you when she sees those flowers.
I love them.
She always picks them up and says, "Oh, that's Phwah Phwah's flower."
No.
Pets are allowed.
Not allowed.
Yeah, that's all right. Poppy's always on the leash when she's out on the streets anyway. Yeah, the tall steps, aren't they? You found it? Yeah, I recognise this place. Let's go in here. Sacha and I ate here with Lola Luz and Grandad Rob 8 years ago. And now we've got a little kid. No, you've never been here before, Story.
You came here before I was born?
Before you were born.
What?
Yes. How surreal was that? Story wasn't even a human.
I know. We're back at Barabbas.
Barabbas, yeah. There's kind of inside joke there. Sacha was looking at the sign and she thought it was called Barabbas Restaurant. And I was like, it's clearly Barbara's. So cool to see Story walking around these streets now. You've got some souvenirs. We'll do some souvenir shopping before we leave, yeah? This is where we sat with Lola Lewis and Grandad Rob 8 years ago, right there. We were going to eat in Barbara's restaurant, but they actually don't have any food that we wanted to order, so we're moving. While I'm here though, who recognises this scene from 8 years ago? Very beautiful place to take pictures. Just on the opposite side of the courtyard is this new bar, which actually has some vegan options I'm surprised about. It's a very cool bar. Check it out. You actually have a balcony view over the cathedral from here. Look at that.
And it was ruled by the
What a nice find. Sometimes when things go wrong, it's good, isn't it? Because you end up with something brand new. Phwah Phwah is just checking out the menu to see what she'd like to eat. They're displaying art here from the homeless artist of Amita. So when you purchase his art, it helps a talented local artist. Pause this and check out the menu. It's pretty good. They've got about 5 options on here that have plant-based meat or vegan cheese, which is fantastic.
They have a vegan plant-based sisig, and then you can non-veganize it by adding an egg if you want. They also have sisig tacos, and this is also plant-based because it's got vegan parmesan on it. This is a nice find. Vegan option there. You can also swap out the Spanish sardines for extra tomatoes.
Story has gone over there to practice her art while we wait for dinner. Just going out onto the street so you can see where this place is. Quickly going to the road while there's no cars. Check it out. It's a cool place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. Battaglia Bar.
Battaglia Bar.
Yeah.
You come inside here and they've got like a kind of ancient looking pub set up with a cool modern logo on the wall. Staff here making all the options. They've got some artwork on display here, some of the sold paintings. Very cool styling in here. And they also do ice cream as well, but I didn't see any vegan options. Got a little article here saying everything local from the Battaglia Bar. So apparently Battaglia means it's the pre-colonial name for creator of the universe, and everything here is locally produced as much as possible, specialising in Filipino fusion cuisine. It's after the lunch rush now, so we are the only ones up here. We've got the whole restaurant to ourselves, which is very cool. What's also cool is you can get your photograph of the nice little courtyard without having the tourists in it. Just bend down like that and it's all cool, all good.
You know the woman in the red shorts and the black t-shirt? She has the kiwi I got from the hooker duck. When I went to the hooker duck, I got kiwi.
A kiwi toy.
And yeah, kiwi toy. Not kiwi fruit, kiwi bird.
Yeah,
And her in the red t-shirt, no, red shorts,
yeah.
she actually has kiwi.
She's got the same one as you,
Yeah.
hasn't she? That's cool.
Yeah, you see his little beak there.
Yeah,
Look.
she must have won that in the same place you won yours.
Yeah. Have you seen that little tricycle?
Yeah, the bamboo bike business is still up and running. We saw that 8 years ago too, didn't we? You can actually rent these bamboo framed bicycles and go on tours around the city. Freshly baked potato chips amazing drink. This is the bamboo gingerade, which is delicious.
Lovely.
You like that drink?
Lovely.
It's really refreshing, isn't it?
The drinks are really nice. I've got mulberry iced tea,
Look at
which
that.
is really tasty. And then for Story we got Dalangan. Is it Dalangan?
Dalandan and mint.
Dalandan and mint, which is also super delicious.
Yeah.
Which one do you like best? You can choose.
So,
The taste test.
mm,
It's a good one, yeah?
and this one.
Which is your favourite?
No,
No,
you
not
don't
a
like
fan
the
of that
mulberry.
one.
I do like this one, but this is my
Okay,
favourite.
that's good,
Okay.
'cause that's what I got for you anyway. I chose right then. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
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 You want to join in the cheers? Well, you've got crisps now, so that's what you're focused on. Our food has arrived. I'm going to show you what we've got. It looks really, really nice. So, Story and I have got the plant-based tacos, which I think Story's just going to kind of pick out the bread. We've got some chips here, and Jay got the sisig plant-based
And garlic rice.
and garlic rice. Look at all those chilies on there. That looks really delicious. And
Yeah.
we're just waiting for Emma's pasta,
Yeah. Some
which was the plant-based pasta.
shiitake mushrooms.
Yeah. First bite of taco, and it gets a thumbs up. Is it
What's that?
spicy?
Spicy!
Is it?
Can you handle it?
It's a tiny spicy.
Those tomatoes look really, really good.
They look like cherry tomato.
I think they are cherry tomatoes. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Finished eating. We're going to find a souvenir shop now. Pick up something from Intramuros. Story wants to throw a coin in the fountain. Can you tell me what you wish for, or is it secret?
I wished that Thunder, which is my husky puppy, Thunder and all my pets would be alive.
Oh yeah, they'll be alive. I think you'll get your wish. Just climbing to the top of the steps now to see a view. Did you come up here already?
Yeah.
Is it a nice view?
Yeah.
I don't recall coming up here last time.
No, it isn't.
I think you came and stood up here and I took a photo of you last time. It's nice. Like it's a garden. It is really nice up here. See some of this architecture. It's very different from what we're used to on Siargao Island in particular. And isn't it cool that they've got the terracotta roof tiles like we used to see in Portugal? It's very European, reminds us of our old life over there. You don't often see proper bricks and tiles like this around.
Yeah.
These ones have got dates on them. It's
This.
either 1981 or 1861, depending on your perspective.
This,
I think it's 1981.
I think so too.
this actually reminds me of Portugal.
It does, doesn't it?
Look at the orange tiles on the roofs.
I know. That reminds me of it too. I just said that. It does remind me of life there.
Yeah. Also, I feel much younger than 6
Why is that?
because it feels like Portugal, like I just said.
Oh,
Gone
because
back in time.
yeah, you
Yeah.
were 3 years old the last time you were in Portugal. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I
Or
agree.
pretend we're in Portugal.
Yeah, pretend you've gone back in time.
Yeah.
Or Spain.
Yeah, or Spain, yeah.
There's also a big chimney.
There is also a big chimney, isn't
Yeah,
there?
because why do you have a chimney in Manila?
Yeah. You wouldn't really need one, would you? Unless you were cooking. Cooking with fire.
They do have an oven, so it could be like to cook with the oven.
Yes, that's true.
And it's like, it goes so much down.
Mm.
I think they also have a ladder to get it back up.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to fall in there, would you?
Yeah, but it goes like all the way down. And then like you'll probably be like down there for a day.
Yeah.
Like you'll probably be going down there for like,
Oh, falling for that long?
yeah.
Let's hope that never happens.
So where we are standing now with this house behind us, it's actually a museum. It's called Casa Manila, and it is closed today. We are actually here on a Monday, and it is closed on Mondays. So if you wanted to come to Intramuros and you wanted to look around the house, I think it's set out like an old style house. Had it been open, we would have gone in for a look around. I think the tickets are about 75 pesos each. Unfortunately, it's shut. We also wanted to check out the Museum of Natural History, which is really close to here, and it's also closed on Mondays, so we can't do that.
Monday is a bad day for Intramuros.
Yeah, and museums, it seems. A few things are shut on Mondays, so just check ahead and see if the things are open that you want to check out around the area. It does look like a really lovely building, so that can be something that we do on our next visit.
Yeah, Papa found a nice place to sit, relax in the garden, play on the phone, while we done some touring up the steps. His legs are hurting a bit, so we're going to head back soon.
So we're slowly making our way out of the courtyard now, where we ate our lunch and took some nice photos. Out on the street now, and it seems a bit busier, I think because it's later in the day, cooler. And now we've just walked past the bamboo bikes. You can rent these. Right now it's closed, seems to be the theme of the day, but they look really cool. We did look into renting some. Jay and I thought it might be nice to cycle around on them and explore a bit like that, but with Story and Irma it's not possible. Irma actually can't ride a bike, and Story's a bit too young. She's not able to ride a bike properly by herself, especially not on cobbled streets where there's cars and things like that, and they don't offer a kind of kid option. I think you can get one of the kind of baby seats that go on the back of an adult bike, but Story's far too big for that. So again, we'll do that another time. Thank you, Salamat. Guy just helped us cross the road. So me and Story just popped into the church just to have a quick look at what was going on in there. St Augustine Church, one of the attractions around here to see. Jay and Irma actually went to the bank to get some cash out, and what happened, Story?
Papa didn't have her card thingy.
The cash machine, the ATM, sucked in Papa's card, so now they're having to wait in the bank while they sort it out to try and get Irma's bank card back.
Oh no, that's supposed to happen.
It's not supposed to happen, no. They should have given Papa her card back and some money should have come out, but instead, as soon as the card went in, it said out of service and turned off. So there's a bit of a drama going on at the bank right now.
Did it steal it?
Well, yeah, it should be able to get it back. So Story and me just went into a little souvenir shop. The only one that we could find actually around here. Story bought a little purse, didn't you?
Yeah, I bought a purse and bookmark.
Yeah.
The Philippines bookmark.
Yes, it's a map of the Philippines.
Yeah, it's a map of the Philippines.
If it's 80 pesos, how much change are you going to get? Salamat.
I don't know.
Take the change. 20. Salamat. So we just went across to check on Jay and Irma, and they won't let me and Story in the bank because the bank branch itself is actually closed. Only the ATM, like the outside ATM wall. So me and Story are back in the little gift shop, and we're just having some cold water while we wait. So while we wait, me and Story are going to do the shout out, and today's shout out is for
Rodrigo Patatas.
Rodrigo Patatas. Hi Rodrigo.
Hi. Hi Patatas Potatoes.
So if you would like your own shout out, be sure to check the link down below or check the button and you'll be able to get your own shout out done and join our 8 Miler Club where we nearly have 100 members now. Do you know that? We've nearly got 100 members?
No.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end the video for today as well. Hope you enjoyed coming with us on our trip to Intramuros. Have you enjoyed your day?
Yes.
Story's looking very sleepy. We're ready to go home now, yeah?
I'm not sleepy.
No, of course not. We will see you in the next video. Bye!
Bye. Bye Rodrigo Patatas.